one charge of domestic violence endangerment, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and 2 counts of domestic violence disorderly conduct, domestic violence assault. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. I see that you have another case that's pending in city court. And then this alleged victim, there was a pending, or you were served with an order of protection allegedly, and now this case involves that same person. I'm going to set your bond because of all those reasons. I'm setting a bond in your case of $2,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. So now you've got 2 court orders telling you not to have contact with the victim. Don't call that person, don't see that person, don't social media the person, stay away from the person. Your next hearing date is going to be in city court, November 19th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. Your attorney will be in touch with you to talk to you about your case. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your full name, please?
Elijah Carlos Miranda.
Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest at an Ajo Justice Court. It was for a charge involving disorderly conduct and assault. The case has been pending since February 21st of 2022. I am going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. I see you're being held on a bond on another matter. I'm going to release you on this misdemeanor case. Your next court date in Ajo Justice Court is going to be November 25th, 2025 at 9 a.m. And I'll let Ajo know that you're currently in custody on another matter. You are excused. Thank you.
Yeah.
Full name, sir.
Twan Wood.
You had a warrant for your arrest at the jail found for a shoplifting charge. This case has been pending in justice court since July 4th of 2024. I am going to quash the warrant. I'm going to release you, sir, and give you a chance to appear on your own in justice court, November 24th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, another warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
And we just do everything today somehow because I live in Phoenix. And
You'll have to appear in justice court when you get out. Thank you.
thank you. Oh.
What is your full name, please?
Carl Solbec.
Mr. Solbec, you picked up new charges of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree and drug paraphernalia from today's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had 4 cases in warrant status for charges involving criminal trespass, 2 cases involving drug paraphernalia, 1 case involving soliciting. I'm going to quash those warrants. Mr. Solbec, I'm going to give you a chance to appear on your own. You cannot pick up any new charges. You now have 5 cases pending in city court. Your next court date's going to be December 10th at 2:00 p.m. If you don't appear, more warrants will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes,
You're excused. Thank you.
thank you.
Richard. Can you report about it?
Hello,
Good evening. What is your full name, sir?
Richard Paul Van Dyne.
I'm going to waive reading of the complaint, enter pleas of not guilty, let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman?
Your Honor, the state's requesting $50,000 with pretrial services, given the aberrant nature of the offenses, the significant mandatory prison time that is associated with these offenses. And per the pretrial report, he was unable to provide any sort of references, so there's no verification of anything as far as certain categories of individuals and things of that nature being around.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, may I have a moment to speak with Mr. Van Dyne?
Yes.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would ask for release of pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Mr. Van Dyne. He noted he lives in an adult care home, so everyone who lives in that household are other adults. He is a 1 and a 1 on the NCA FTA scale. If the state would feel more comfortable having him not be able to access the internet except via, for example, a public library or just for banking reasons, I think that would be an appropriate term for his release, but otherwise I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond.
Mr. Van Dyne, your bond is set at $10,000, and I'll note for the record that his age, his contact with the community, no prior criminal arrest history. He's one-on-one on the PSA. I'm sorry, he's a 1 on the NCA scale, 1 on the FTA scale. So I'm setting a bond of $10,000 plus release of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You're not allowed to have any contact with any minors. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. November 24, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is the preliminary hearing. Anything else for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're excused, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, this is the interpreter. I was cut off for a second. I wanted to make sure that no Spanish came up while I was off.
Jail, are there any Spanish-speaking defendants?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Spanish interpreter is excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is your full name, sir?
Miranda.
All right, sir. It looks like you had two separate felony cases. You had one case where you were in warrant status for a felony charge of burglary in third degree and burglary in second degree. The burglary in third degree is from November 6th of 2023. The burglary in second degree is from December 3rd, 2023. I'm going to quash the warrants, enter pleas of not guilty. The other case is a new charge from today's date for one count of kidnapping. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. I need to let you know, sir, that for both cases, you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendations, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman?
Your Honor, I'll start with the warrant amount. The state's actually requesting a higher bond of $7,500, at least on the warrant, with pretrial services. He was previously released, last had contact with them about 2 years ago. He committed new crimes, one in California. So he left the jurisdiction, committed
That's
an
not
offense
true.
there.
I didn't.
He committed a new offense today, as the court's aware. And per his substantial criminal history, he's got ties to California, Hawaii, and Texas. The state believes he's a flight risk. And on the kidnap case, the state's requesting a $10,000 bond in lieu of a no bond, given that he appears to be on felony release out of here locally, Pima County, for the warrant case, as well as that California case. So he's almost maxed out, it looks like, on both scales. So that would be the basis for the state's recommendation in the respective matters.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, I believe I need to speak with Mr. Labar for one moment, if that's okay.
Yes.
I'm from long-term care. Over a year ago.
Your Honor, I would ask for more nominal bonds for Mr. Labar. I'll note that he's unemployed. He does have family in the area, so he might have potentially housing with those folks.
Mr. Labar, on the warrant case for burglary, your bond is set at $5,000. No contact with any of the victims. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for November 19th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. On your new charge of kidnapping, your bond is set at $10,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim involved in this case. The Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set November 24th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. You are excused. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
I've never done, I'm free to go.
What is your full name, sir?
Anthony Curtis Grosset.
You are charged with unlawful possession of a narcotic drug for sale, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug for sale, and illegal conducting control of an enterprise. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had an unlawful possession of transportation of a drug for sale. And one count of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one count of conspiracy misconduct involving a weapon. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
Your Honor, the state's requesting a $40,000 bond in lieu of a no bond hold with pretrial services. It looks like he's on felony release for very similar conduct, which he posted a $10,000 bond for. The matter that he's actually on release for, the existing matter, it looks like he committed that sales offense while he was on parole for essentially a different sales offense. So he has a history of sales. He's on release for sales, and these are sizable quantities of drugs. So that's why the state's recommending the bond in lieu of the no bond that it is recommended.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, I would ask for a more nominal bond for Mr. Grosset. I'll note that he does have ties to the community. He's lived here 4 years, and he is innocent and presumed innocent until proven guilty. He also is indigent, so any bond would have the impact of holding him in custody.
Mr. Garcia, your bond set at $40,000. If you're able to post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You're not allowed to be in possession of any alcohol or take any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. Possess no firearms or weapons. Don't go back to the incident location, that camp location. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is November 24th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a good day.
On that door and go downstairs.
What is your full name, please?
Amy Elizabeth Joyner.
You had a warrant for your arrest out of Maricopa County. It was for charges involving unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. They were asking for a $500 bond. Ms. Joyner, I'm going to quash that warrant. I'm going to release you to pretrial services, give you a chance to appear on your own in Maricopa County. So you must report to Maricopa County to get that, to appear in their court. So
Thank you.
You will be released from custody this evening. You also had a charge of shoplifting. It's a misdemeanor matter out of justice court. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. Your next court date is going to be in justice court on November 24th at 8:30 a.m. You must appear in court. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. And don't go back to the store location. You
Okay.
will be excused. What is your full name, sir?
Abraham Koslitsky.
You had 2 separate felony cases. One case is from, well, November 12th involving 2 charges of aggravated shoplifting, 2 counts of aggravated shoplifting in class 4, 2 counts of organized retail theft, 1 charge of overarching theft. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had another case from November 12th for organized retail theft and aggravated shoplifting. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. The state, I'm sorry, I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. And then I will hear from the prosecutor first and then your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
Your Honor, essentially on the overarching theft matter, the state's requesting $15,000. with pretrial services, and then the other matter that only has the 2 counts, $5,000 with pretrial services. It looks like he's got some criminal history that I found involving similar conduct, at least on the misdemeanor side of things too. He's got at least 4 warrants. And on the overarching theft matter, we aren't talking about a few items, a small amount of economic loss. We're talking an amount that's close to, I want to say, $30,000. The other matter may have more, I would say, de minimis value. So that's why the state waived that and requested the $5,000 bond on that matter.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, I would ask for more nominal bonds for Mr. Kosterlitsky. I'll note that he is a lifelong resident. He's currently unemployed and indigent, so any amount of bond would have the effect of holding him in custody at this time.
Mr. Kosterlitsky, on the case involving the multiple counts, including the overarching theft charge, your bond is set at $15,000. On the case involving the organized retail theft and aggravated shoplifting, your bond is set at $5,000. You're not allowed to go back to the store locations. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you in both cases. In both cases, your preliminary hearing is set November 24th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. You also had some misdemeanor matters. Let's see, hold on a second.
Judge, what was the bond on the other matter? I believe you only spoke.
15 and 5,000.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Mr. Kosterlitsky, you also had some misdemeanor cases and warrant status out of Justice Court. One case involving shoplifting, drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass on March 23rd, 2025. A shoplifting case on March 4th, 2025. A possession of drug paraphernalia and disobedience to a police officer charge on May 30th of 2025. For those 3 Justice Court cases, I'm going to quash the warrants, enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you on all 3 cases. Your next court date in all 3 cases in Justice Court is going to be November 24th at 8:30 a.m. You're not allowed to go back to any of the store locations in those cases. You also had city court cases. Well, one city court case, sorry. It was for shoplifting from July 16th of 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter plea of not guilty. I'll assign a city public defender to represent you. I will release you. December 19th, 2025 at 9 a.m. is your next court date in city court. Your city court attorney will be out to see you. Thank you.
Oh, this is quick.
What is your full name, sir?
Charles O'Neill McDaniels.
Mr. McDaniels, you have several charges in your case. Unlawful possession of a dangerous drug for sale, unlawful possession of narcotic drug for sale, transportation or sale of a dangerous drug, illegal control of an enterprise, misconduct involving a weapon, simple unlawful possession of narcotic drug, another count of transportation or sale of a narcotic drug, and a simple count of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman?
Your Honor, the state's requesting on this specific co-defendant a $25,000 bond with pretrial services. He's got a criminal history involving similar conduct. And when I looked at some of the date ranges for the transactions and things that were involved, it would appear at least he was on felony probation for a portion of those dates offenses for, again, a sales case during those times. So the state would be recommending that bond in light of the nature of the offenses and the fact that he was on probation for some of the transactions at the time.
Defense counsel?
Your Honor, I would ask for a more nominal bond for Mr. McDaniels. Although he has no recent failures to appear, he's lived in Arizona for over 50 years, and he is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Mr. McDaniel, your bond is set at $25,000. If you're able to post a bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol, take any illegal drugs, possession of firearms or weapons. Don't go back to that camp location. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. November 24, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused. What is your full name, please?
My name is Carlos Antonio Sheck.
You have two separate felony cases. One case is from November 11th for shoplifting, it's a class 4 felony. The other case is from November 12th for shoplifting and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation. Then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
Your Honor, the state's recommending a $5,000 bond. Both his state and federal prior, he was non-compliant, had to be revoked from probation. He's got misdemeanor criminal history involving similar conduct. And I would note, as pretrial did, that he's got two post-adjudicated warrants out of Saurita for two 2021 cases per their report.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Mr. Scheck. I'll note that he has no prior violent convictions and he is currently homeless and unemployed. Any bond at this point would have the impact of holding him in custody.
Mr. Shack, your bond is set at $2,500. If you're able to post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You're not allowed to go back to any of the store locations. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set November 21st, 2025 at 1:00 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You also have a warrant for your arrest out of Saurita, charge involving a DUI drug case that's been pending since October 20th of 2020. I'm going to quash the warrant. I believe it was a post-adjudicated case, which I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Once you pled guilty, I will release you on this case. December 9th at 8:30 a.m. is your next court date in Saurita. And I'll let the Saurita judge know that you're currently in custody on the two felony matters. You are excused. Thank you.
Hey,
What is your full name, sir?
Timothy Ray Welch.
Mr. Welch, you're charged with unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of a dangerous drug. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first in the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
Yes, Your Honor. So the state's recommending a $10,000 bond with pretrial services. This is the third and final co-defendant to the 100-acre woods location. He didn't have as concerning criminal history as the other two co-defendants. He does have a sales prior, but it has a little bit of age to it, and he did make admissions to law enforcement about using and reselling at that location.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond for Mr. Welch. I'll note that he has no recent failures to appear. He's currently unemployed. He's lived in Tucson for about 7 years. So I would ask for release to pretrial or a more nominal bond.
Mr. Welch, your bond is set at $5,000 plus release to pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You're not allowed to possess any alcohol, don't take any illegal drugs, and you certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Don't go back to that arrest location, the 100-acre wood location. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Preliminary hearing is set November 24th at 1:30 p.m. You're excused. Thank you.
Your Honor, was one of the other co-defendants appointed to the public defenders?
Yeah, so it'll be Legal Advocate Office. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. My apologies.
No, you're fine. Thanks. Everyone's excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you, Judge.